Hopefully my Bluetooth is hooked back up. Let me double check. Can I do that? I did walk away, and sometimes that causes an issue. No, I don't want Uconnect. Anytime now. All right, we're not going to worry about it. Come on. All right, should be live. I know how to get this fixed. Maybe. It's interesting. So, welcome to MacBean Scottish Fitness. Just went shopping at the neighbors. So I went and got me some eggs. So if you're at home and you went to the grocery store, you probably have discovered that eggs rates have went up. And they have. So why am I not worried about that? Because I get them from the neighbors. So for $10, I got 1, 2, 3, or 5 dozen. $10 cash. 5 dozen eggs. And that's the way, I like it. So, you're seeing a lot of this misinformation. No, John, say it's not so. Misinformation on the internet? Inconceivable. From all those who, well, let's just say they're not happy the way things happen. Tariffs will not increase your price of food. Why do you say that? Well, I say this because I buy these right down the road. So I don't think they're putting any tariffs on my neighbor. Pretty sure they're not. If you're in chat, appreciate it. Stop in and say hello. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. So you let YouTube know that I am live. Otherwise, they don't send out any notifications. Always figure it's worth stopping in. It is worth putting a thumbs up. Come on, chat, pop up. I don't know why it does this. I always have to go back out and come back in to get my chat to come up. Maybe I gotta do it twice. There we go. Hey, Ray, how we doing? Live at 5. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am stuck in the middle with you. So, plenty of eggs. I just had me a shake before I went to go get the eggs. Now this is about a week's worth for me. Because I do eat lots of eggs. So I'm always going down there and picking them up. Especially now as chickens are laying lots of them. Come winter time, I'll have to actually go to a couple sources of fresh eggs. And generally I get them around here anywhere from about $2 to $3 a dozen. Hey Christopher, how we doing? Cheeky baby. So not so much cooking time, it's going to be stirring time. So here's where I get my food prepared for work. I'm going to take tuna with me. I got bread. Somewhere. I was just looking at it. I was just looking at the bread. And what I'll do is, there we go. We'll make sandwiches. I do got 2 sandwiches worth. And then they have this one really thick piece of bread there. They didn't slice right. So I'm going to slice it now. This is from the deli. Look at that. Look how thick that is. So I am going to make this 2 slices. As long as I can keep on target. Hey, what do you know? Success. Well, thanks everybody for stopping in. I appreciate it. I went to the doctor yesterday. Just got tired of battling this flu and not getting ahead of the game. Just was not getting there, so they gave me an antibiotic and prednisone, which is a steroid, not that type, to help with your breathing. So I took my first dose yesterday, and I am feeling an improvement over this time yesterday morning. Still not out of the woods yet, but these are one of these called Z packs, where you take 2, then you take 1, then you take 1, then you take 1, and it's supposed to stay in your system for about 10 days. So one thing you gotta be careful about this, and they don't tell you that, but I've learned through just the experience, is that you have to refrain from drinking, which you should do anyway when you are on this product. My son didn't pay attention to that, because what happens when you take the last dosage of this, it stays in your system. Well, when you drink alcohol, you put your liver and kidneys into overtime, and you'll take it out of your system before it's had a chance to do everything it was supposed to do. So you don't want to sit there and flush it out. That is day 2. I got 3, 4, and 5 here. I should be feeling much better by, I would guess, Saturday. Now tomorrow, let me see what I got here. I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping in. Hello, him, Ultimate. Howdy. So, we're going to make some tuna fish. So I got, I don't think I'm going to need 4 cans. I think 3 cans is going to do it. But I do have a lot of bread. Now, the one thing I did learn about tuna is that the cheap stuff is not necessarily the best way to go about it. So when you buy the cheap cans, these used to be for 50 cents each. They're now $1.25. Versus your more expensive. So here's solid white, or solid white tuna in olive oil. And it's usually about twice as much, but what it has, when you look at serving size, 230 calories here versus 160. 29 grams of protein versus 20 grams. So I'm getting a better tasting tuna. I'm getting about 50% more calories, and I'm getting about 30% more protein for the money I'm spending. So I did buy a lot of these, and I have a lot of them still, but once I'm done with these, this will be something I don't really buy anymore. Because when I look at my value for the dollar, these are actually a better value. And then what you try to do is wait for them to be on sale. Because when they're on sale, then they're even a better value. So I don't buy any of the cheap tuna anymore. Although I do have a couple cases of it still. Understand, a lot of my food I bought years ago. And remember, the date on the can is not the expiration date, it is the best by date. What they say by then is after that, it starts to lose maybe a little flavor. And until a point where, yeah, then it's time to get rid of it. So basically, you just do kind of the look, see, and smell test. Everything looks fine. So I need to take 3 or 4 cans to work. So you figure call that 30 and there's or 20 there and 30 and 30. So I got 80 grams of protein I'm taking to work. I've already had my shake, which was about, the milk was 20 grams. I had 4 eggs, that was 24. And then the peanut butter, so about 60 grams. So between these 2 meals, that's 140 grams of protein. The bread has 3 grams a slice. All right, I'm probably going to do at least 4 slices. There's 12 grams. So I have 165 grams of protein, which is light for me. I'm not lifting right now because I am on medication. And let's just be honest, nobody wants to be in the gym right now. It's bad enough. My coworker came down with the same thing. Now, he was on the shift before me, so I'm not going to claim that was me. I'm just saying it's going around. I met him at Prompt Care. So, showed you that. Not afraid of tariffs because I mostly buy food. All right. I have pretty much all my toys, electronics and that. So, will tariffs cause the price of TVs to go up? Yep, probably. They should go up. To be honest with you, they're too cheap the way it is. You see, I know Miracle Whip isn't the best thing to have, but I gotta have one vice. And this is usually about the only thing I use it in, is tuna. But I can see right now, I'm gonna need to go buy something. That and milk. And what's nice is that it's cool enough that I can keep it in the car when I'm at work. So here's just getting everything ready for going to work. Now tomorrow, I go get the operation on my ear. So I gotta be at the hospital at 5:30 in the morning. It means I have to leave here at 4:30 in the morning. I'll be honest with you, I was up about that time this morning anyway, and I couldn't get back to sleep. Now, yesterday when I was out running my errands and seeing a doctor and that, I did have to stop and get me some food. Not necessarily good food, but I had to get something in my stomach because I could tell I was really wearing myself down. Because my body's really putting all the energy into fighting off this flu. So this morning, far less time in the shower trying to hack everything out. So that was nice. So I did recover much more quickly. Now here's a steroid, and basically on this one here, I'm just the same thing, taking one pill once a day for 5 days. But by last night, I could tell that I was feeling much better. I was hard to get to sleep because I think the medication does kind of keep me ramped up. But my lungs, I wasn't coughing as much stuff up. I wasn't blowing as much stuff out. It didn't take me long to get everything cleared up this morning, where it was like, it was a real issue. Picked me up a little thing of ricotta. Natural ingredients mostly. So let's talk about what's in your food. You know, there's a lot of freaking out on TikTok and X and that. Oh my God, RFK is going to get rid of all vaccines. False. All right? You know, vaccines that are approved and tested and all that is fine. He just he wants to look at some things that kind of just got fast forwarded. Hey, Michael, how we doing? We're going to talk about Maxine's thumbnail art. It was really subpar. He's going to put out those hateful videos. He needs to have better thumbnails. That's all I got to say. Maxine. But anyway, let's pick up just regular food. So these are good snacks. Cocktail peanuts. They got to be good, right? Can't be anything wrong with these. I don't know. Let's find out. Got 16 servings in here. Serving size about 35 pieces. Calories, 170 calories. 18% fat. Your body doesn't need fat. Sodium, of course. 2% of your carbohydrates. 9% of your dietary fiber. 7 grams of protein. So it is a good source of protein. It's got some calcium, a little bit of iron, and a little bit of potassium. Vitamin E, niacin, which is a vitamin B3. Lactic acid, magnesium, very important, 10%. Zinc, important. Copper, important. Manganese, 20% of it, very important. Probably one of the best sources of manganese I've seen. Ingredients: peanuts, peanut oil, sea salt. That's it. So we're going to say this is pretty healthy. Matter of fact, I'm going to take it to work with me. I have a lot more. I need to bring them up. So let's go and pull up something else random in here. Just grab them. Or chili with beans. All right, one of my favorites. Used to be able to get these on sale for 99 cents a can. All right. This one's good until, well, Best Buy this month. All right. These are $3 on sale now. I bought a lot of these. We went through a lot. We like to have these with hot dogs. Chili and hot dogs is a favorite. Chilies with mac and cheese is one of our favorites. Usually when we have just chili, we'll just make chili. But this is a quick way of doing it. So what do we have in here? 270 calories, 80 calories from fat. There's nothing wrong with that. Got some dietary flavor. It's got protein, 17 grams of protein. That's good. It's got sugar. A little bit of vitamin A, a little bit of calcium, iron, 10% is a good source. So here's the important stuff. Water, beef and pork, beans, concentrated and crushed tomatoes, contains 2% or less of modified cornstarch, textured soy flour, corn flour, salt, chili powder. All right. Flavorings with sugar, green chilies, onions, spices, jalapeno peppers, and vinegar. Okay, what I'm not seeing is I'm not seeing those big chemicals in there. So this is pretty good. Well, tell me more. All right. Well, Hunt's pasta sauce, traditional. It was on sale. I need to use this pretty soon. About 5 servings, a little bit of protein, not much. Tomatoes, tomato paste, water, high fructose corn syrup. That's not good. Salt, corn syrup, not good. Carrot, fiber, sugar, citric acid, spices, natural flavor. So not one of the better ones. Not that bad, but high fructose corn syrup and corn syrup are things you kind of want to stay away from. But so far, everything in my cupboard is not too bad. But you want to stay with the sodium benzoate and the chemicals, the ones that are about 15 syllables, all that stuff. Your body don't know what the chemical is, so it throws it in a fat cell. And your food coloring dyes have been known for quite a while to have adverse effects. So yes, we're all going to eat poorly at one time. We all do it. Because of convenience. Yesterday it was convenient for me to go through Burger King and get a Whopper Junior meal. We're not going to talk about how nutritious it was. It did have beef, it had protein, but I needed calories, and I needed them right now. So it was kind of an emergency meal that I had to take care of. All right, I do that maybe, I hit a place like that maybe once every 3 months. So it's not something I do. I know, shame on me. Bless me, Father, I have sinned. I ate at Burger King. I know. Okay, 3 Hail Marys, holler Father, and a high five to Binks. It was sitting right there going, Daddy, let me in. You've been in for the last 3 days, the sun's shining, get out there and get some exercise. I might have to put her on an exercise diet. Because right now, she thinks that she just needs to be on Dad's lap all the time. And we're not doing that. At least, not right now. So, yes, we're all going to fall off the wagon every now and then. We're all going to have some food that's not the best for you. Okay. It's the people that are going to the burger bunch every day. They're hitting McDonald's or they're hitting Burger King or they're hitting Wendy's 5 days a week, if not more. Yeah, you're just not going, you can't outwork out that type of diet. It's going to catch up to you and you're not going to enjoy it. Well, God bless you too, Sigmund Mike. How we doing? Thanks for popping in. And if you haven't already, please do hit the thumbs up and at least make YouTube think that I'm more popular than I am. A couple of shout outs to Christopher C., the one and the only, the awesome squat champion. Also to Michael at the Body Beatdown, who's done the whole trifecta. 435-pound squat the other day. Congratulations. 405-pound bench. I think you've done more though. But that's still awesome. And a 500-pound deadlift. And you might even do a little bit more on there too. It is awesome, Michael. And that was a lot of hard work. I watched you for probably probably 2 years now, work at that. I keep the diet strict. Yeah, I'm a little bit of the weekend out beers. Can I train the beer? Yes, you can. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. All right. Now, if you don't drink at all, that's great. You keep going there. But the wife and I like to go out and have a couple beers on the weekend. Now, we didn't have it last weekend because neither of us were feeling well. I'm not going to have it this weekend, which I covered earlier, but I'll recover because I'm on medication. And here's the thing with a Z-Pack. A Z-Pack you take for 5 days. Generally, if you're on like amoxicillin or a different type of antibiotics, you take them for 10 days. And the whole idea is after 2 or 3 days, you start feeling better. And what you don't want to do is stop taking it. All right, this is why you have some of these diseases that are resistant, because you didn't kill it all off. Your body realized there's less attacking. You start feeling better, and you stop taking it. Now it comes back, and that medicine no longer works. So you always take it for prescribed time. Now, what they don't tell you here in the directions, because I did look, but in the Army they used to mention that, is I can't be drinking beer with this. All right, beer is going to overwork my kidneys and liver, and I'm going to take stuff out of my system much faster. So even after my 5th day, this is still going to be in my system, probably for another 2 or 3 days. So the wife was like, well, we're going to go down and do something this weekend. I said, we can. I'm just not going to be drinking. The wife has finished all her medication, and she had 10-day medication, so she don't really have to worry about that. But my son, who was on the same medicine, felt better on day 5, and then he drank a lot of alcohol, and then 2 days later, he's hacking up again. Well, you flushed it all out. You didn't give it enough time to do all its work. So that's just things that you have to take. It's not difficult for me to not have a beer. If you're the type of person saying, well, God, I'm on the medication, but I need that beer anyway, it's kind of a definition of having a drinking problem. If it is going to interfere with your health or your job or your schedule, i.e. that you sit there and you drink too much and you can't go to work the next day, then you might want to rethink your habits. Doesn't mean you have to join AA and say, this is my first day and I've been sober for 2 hours. It means you have to say, okay, I don't drink Monday through Friday anymore. I used to, when I had a day job. I'd come home, have a couple beers, sit down, watch the TV. Now, I was working out during the day. I would go to lunch and work out, so I still got my lifting in. But, after 6 o'clock, I wasn't getting really anything accomplished. Why? Because, I had 2 or 3 beers, and I sat down, I had dinner, and now I turned into a pumpkin. So when I got this job, which is second shift, and I'm working in the afternoon, well, the drinking is not an option. I can't drink before I go in, because I'd lose a job. I.e., that would be flow chart. Did you drink before you went into work? Yes, you have a drinking problem. Did you lose your job because you were drinking too much? Yes, you have a severe drinking problem. All right. Did the wife beat your ass because? All right. So I no longer drink during the week, because when I get off work, it's late at night, and if I have beer, then I'm going to be up all night peeing, and I don't want to do that. I want to get sleep. So Monday through Friday, sometimes Friday evening because I'm not working on Saturday, if the wife's up, but otherwise, generally it's either a Saturday or a Sunday that the wife and I go out and have a couple cocktails. And then we're home early. We'll go out fun, dancing, have dinner, listen to live music. Yeah, it's our day to unwind. And then usually Sunday I'm back at work. So that's kind of my thing on drinking. Nothing wrong with drinking beer. But if you're drinking it every day, that's probably too much, depending on your schedule and that. Or people still do it, and you still show up at work every day, so they don't have a drinking problem. That's my opinion. Okay. I tend to stick with beer, maybe a shot of tequila every now and then. You know, a margarita if we go down to our favorite restaurant, which is Lemex in Pontiac, Illinois. Best service ever, and probably the best margaritas I've ever had. Fantastic people. If you're in Pontiac, Illinois, please stop there. We'll see how my ear feels. But yeah, Friday, I might make a trip out to Shorewood. We'll see. Or I'll go in and do some lifting. Usually after your second or third day on an antibiotic, you're no longer supposed to be contagious. Now, the fact that my coworker, who works in the same area that I do, runs the same furnace, the shift before, got this. I feel kind of bad, but I did wipe down everything. But it still happened, whether it got it from me or whether it's just going around. But I kind of warned everybody to start coming to talk to me. I said, man, I want to talk too close. All right, so I just took my second antibiotic. So I had called the doctor because tomorrow morning at 5:30 in the morning, I'll be in the hospital getting my hair chopped up. And boy, is that, I mean, this is why you have to have insurance. So I talked to the finance and seen how much it's going to cost me. And it's going to cost me. So the bill for the surgery is going to be like $14,700. So $14,700. My insurance is covering all but $1,700 of it between copay and whatever deductible. I have to pay $1,700 to have this area cut off or cut down or however they're going to do it. All right, it's almost want you to just want to heat up a branding iron and just done. Not going to do that. Luckily for me, one of my things in my foresight is when I first started working for Caterpillar, they have a program which is a medical expense savings fund that you can put into, and they put into also. So once a year, they put in $500, and I put in about, 50 to, $75 a month in it. So I currently have like $2,400 on this card. So it will pay for that $1,700. I'll still have $700 out for other expenses. My prescriptions cost me $9.71 with my new prescription plan. I guess I had the whole time, but they never sent me the card. Otherwise, I was using that like that single care, which did give me better rates, but not $9.71. So, yeah, medical bills are really, without insurance, it would be like, be out there, we'll lift for medical expenses. So if you do want to help, I still have to pay $1,700 out of pocket, although I did save it. It is coming out of my savings, but if you do want to help me with my medical stuff, there is that PayPal. Wink, wink, hint, hint, subtle, subtle, chuckle, chuckle, just kidding. But, so that's kind of the catch up on there. If you guys wonder, I haven't really posted anything new for a while because I've had to stay out of the gym. I didn't want to share this with other people, and I'm sure they're happy that I wasn't wanting to share it either. And if not Friday, I definitely will be starting back up on Monday with a vengeance. Videos will start coming out again, and I'll be back on track. Hopefully within about 2 weeks, I can be back to the 405. But now we know why I missed that 405 2 Mondays ago, because I was sick. It made sense. So until then, everybody have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. It's hump day. Like I said, I'm getting the surgery on tomorrow morning. So after that, I'll probably shoot a quick video and post that and let you know just how bad I look and how it went. It shouldn't be no big deal. They're doing it local. They're just going to numb the ear and cut it through. I just have to make sure I keep it bandaged and keep it clean and keep it tended. And hopefully this will be the last one I have to go through. So we'll see. They're going to do a biopsy on it before they start. They were supposed to, they explained all this stuff. And they'll be almost $15,000 richer by 11 o'clock. So I'll probably be in recovery by about 10 or 11 in the morning. And I'll record a video probably on the way home. But it may not get posted until later in the afternoon. It depends if I get a chance to actually come home before I have to go to work, or if I just go straight to work. So otherwise, remember, rest, nutrition, proper exercise, hydration. Just get in the gym and lift, take care of yourself. Wash your hands, wipe things down, take your vitamins. And if you are fighting something for over a week, that's usually time to go see a doctor like I did. I truly feel without this medication, I would still be fighting this. And it was getting old quick. So thanks for everybody for popping in. I appreciate it. And for those of you coming into this live stream after the fact, if you could just maybe just leave comments in the regular comment section and make sure you hit that thumbs up. Everybody have a wonderful day.